want to start out with my dad's story. My dad grew up on a small family farm outside of the little town of Barney, not that you would know where that is, but as was the kind of custom at the time, the oldest son was expected to stay on the farm and not get an education beyond the 8th grade and help support the family. This story really came home to me when my dad was diagnosed with melanoma. And unfortunately, with part of that disease, the cancer moved to his brain, and something really kind of remarkable happened for all of us, and that was he would relive parts of his life. And I remember taking care of him one night when he started reliving the experience of not going to high school and started really talking about how that affected his life, begging his father. I would never have known that without the cancer. But that education experience is so critical to his future and the future of his children. That experience that he had taught us and informed us and mandated that we appreciate public school education and the opportunity that came with it. In what country can the daughter of a school cook and a construction worker serve in the United States Senate? We are blessed. We are blessed in this country to have opportunity. But that opportunity is diminished if we don't support public school education. These are the people who are doing the critical work, all too often, of helping to raise our kids in very challenging circumstances. We need a leader in the Department of Education who believes in public school education and who can administer that policy. So what did we get in this nominee? In my opinion, we got a highly unqualified nominee for one of the most significant positions in government for our most precious resource, our children. That's what we got. Public schools are not a dead end. They're the beginning of opportunity. And we have to work hard to make sure that that happens, but we have to start from a foundational belief that public school education is critically important and needs to be protected and supported and advocated for. My colleagues, who I know care deeply about children, I would ask them to think about the great history of our country and think about the enormous privilege we had as children and as young adults to access that public school education. And I would ask them to think about how else someone who is the daughter of a school cook and a janitor and a seasonal construction worker could be in the United States Senate if it weren't for public school education.